Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon,
It's
good
evening.
afternoon,
It's evening.
good evening, good night, whatever. We usually catch you in the mornings, but we decided to catch you off guard since my time has changed. How you doing, Deborah?
Hey, good evening, Deborah. Yep. His job
Deborah,
has changed. So.
yeah, my times have
Well,
changed.
Trino, he must get a notification when we're on. He
Oh,
was like,
everybody get notifications.
boop. There people are. Boop. There they go.
Shay on, look at them. Look at them,
Hey,
they're
Shay.
ready.
Hey, Shay. Hey, Shay.
What's up,
fam?
baby?
We doing good. We doing good.
Did you get the, you sent the email, right?
Did I send it to who? I sent it to you. Did I send it to him?
Yeah.
I don't think
you
so.
got
'Cause
it.
remember I said there might be a typo at the beginning?
Oh, okay.
So I might not have sent it yet, but I will get to it today.
No, I didn't get. If you already sent it, then it sent it to me. Then I'll send it.
I know, but just look for the typo. If there's a typo, then we gotta go back. I had to go and buy myself an external hard drive because between the lover and the giver and the janitor's closet and all these things we do at the Sunday Gospel Buffet and the Christian Lounge Experience, I have no room on my computer for all this video that we have suddenly turned into. But I had to go out. What email? Oh, not you, Shay. That's for Trino.
Yeah, that's for Trino.
That's for Trino.
Well, you stay on here, Shay Morton. You just stay on here because we got something special for you.
Anyway.
But,
so we're talking tonight about what? Get off of social media.
Uh-oh.
That's a powerhouse song right there. That's a powerhouse right there.
Uh-oh.
Is this about buying boxes? No! Oh my gosh. What is the problem? I'm about to break out with some material and tell somebody to sew me some doggone boxes. Why are they so expensive? Why? There's no cotton picking, yeah, I said cotton picking reason for boxers to be so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought you at least 5 pair today because I was like, you can't be running
around
here with
I don't want to wear them. I don't like wearing underwear nowhere. So I don't
you gotta
know why
wear them to go to work. Okay, so we gotta.
Well, when I get home, I'm gonna take them off. So
I don't
what
mind.
difference
You know
it make?
what? That's okay. That's okay. What she
You know
say?
what I mean?
She said, "I saw your post." Yes, I said. First of all, the man moves in here with 4 pair of underwear. Who moves into a house with 4 pair of underwear? Okay, so I'm like, you cannot do that. We're gonna be rinsing and washing underwear. You don't even have a whole week. And yes, I had one of those mothers that had like 30 pairs of underwear, 30 pairs of socks, so that you could go a whole month without having to worry about, did I wash something? Of course, she would keep washing, but you could go a whole month with underwear, with socks. She was not playing. So I'm in here with, what do you have? 4 pairs of socks, 2 holes. And
Yeah,
4
I got
pairs of
holes
underwear.
all in my underwear. You talking about the holes in my underwear?
I don't care what are you. I'm talking about, you know what? This is just, I know TMI, but I'm sorry. This was sorry.
TMI about what?
Because
boxes?
I'm talking about your holy. You ought to be holding in your soul, not in your clothes, okay?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I like the holes in my underwear.
No, we don't want to see
I mean,
nothing.
it's freedom. I like freedom. Freedom. You know what I'm
liking
saying?
Everybody's comment, because really it's just...
No, because you got to look at it, right? And don't nobody say nothing when you got holes in your pants and your jeans, and they walk around with them stone. Yeah, it's a style. Why can't my underwear be a style?
Because nobody wants to see it.
Nobody
she said TMI, and I agree. The only reason I even talked about it, because Shay brought it up, because I had made a whole comment about the price of boxers, and that something has to be done. This is a national emergency here. What's going on here? We need to talk to somebody in government. No, I'm just joking, but it's just, I need you to be able to have the proper undergarments so that you can...
You ain't give me no silk wife beaters. That's the style I want to rock those.
I'm next about to go find him his silk white beaters. Yeah. I think they're cute. I like them, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go find you some silk white beaters. Yeah, I like the silk white beaters. But you got about, so I can rock them for the you got about 6 or 7 of them full of holes, but he got them.
But I'm saying I want to rock the ones without holes and just rock them without anything during the summer, like rock the pink
maybe get something for your birthday
silk
or
white
something
beaters.
Like that. But all I know
That's too long, though, because my birthday is close to the fall.
It's still warm.
So it's going to get cold.
It's still warm. But anyway, yeah, I saw that, Tanisha. Thank you. She sent me She sent me this thing where I could get a case of men's boxes for like $100. I said, what am I going to do with it? He don't need a case, but you know.
Did you get me some silk boxes?
So I might start selling them, because if I can undercut Walmart, hey, business proposition here. People are like, look, down low. You ever remember that? Okay, I'm dating myself here, but you remember, no, you probably don't. Sesame Street. There used to be this guy.
Big Bird.
And not Big Bird. He always had this trench coat, and he'd walk up to people and say, hey, bud, you want to buy an E? And he'd open his trench coat, and there'd be a letter inside of it. That's what I'm going to be doing with them boxes. I'm going to be down the street. Hey, stripes.
Go ahead and grow town like that. They had 100 kids out there fighting today. You go through Grit Town talking like that. They had like 100 or 200 kids. And they kept saying, oh, you want to pull out a gun now? You want to pull out a gun now?
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Yeah, we do live in Grit Town, so.
Yeah, go ahead around Grit Town with that foolishness.
You never know. These men
hey, you want to buy
some boxes? No. Anyway,
They're
we're supposed to be talking,
look,
Shay's saying, will y'all get to the point? We're supposed to be talking about social media.
Okay. The point is, get off of social media. Shay Morton. He's on here. We ain't going to say his name.
No, we won't say his name. There's just a friend of ours that's on here.
Shay Morton, Magic, and who else was on here?
That's about it.
No, somebody made a comment, too much information. Who was that?
Oh, I can't
Marie Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of them. And, well, we ain't going to call the other one out. That's
we can't call most of these people are not that.
But okay, I'm not going to call out. But
make your point.
The point is, we haven't met you people yet. Not personally, we haven't met any of you people.
I thought I met Shay.
You ain't met no Shay.
Shay, I haven't met you.
No, I ain't never met her.
Oh. Well, what we're saying is, point blank, because we don't play around. We talk forever, but we don't play around. If you're in the Queen City,
happy, loving me, boy.
Boyd is on. If
I
you're
haven't
in the
met
Queen
her.
City,
you met her yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And we're Facebook friends. I need you to hang it up. There's no place in Charlotte that's more than 20 minutes away from anything else. I used to live near South Park. I go to University on a regular. I'd go to Ballantyne on a regular. I'd be on the West Side, South Boulevard. I call it West Side, South Boulevard on a regular. We need to see each other offline. Okay, so I'm going to give it a case in point. I just joined a new group. I don't know if it's a singles, it's a Christian-oriented group. And they did a survey, and they said, how many people live in Charlotte? You know, where do we all live? And about 10, 11 people said, oh, we all live in Charlotte. And so they said, well, we're going to do a meet and greet. Oh, yeah, that sounds fantastic.
And nobody wrote.
Guess how many people came to that meet and greet?
None.
It ended up being me talking to the moderator, like, are you guys still doing this? Because I only see 3 people saying they're even going to come. We got 1 interested. And it ended up being that was the other moderator. There was 2 moderators, and 1 got sick. And so it was me and the other moderator. And I said, look, don't make sense for me to come to Steel Creek. We can meet anywhere else you'd like to be. And maybe even earlier in the day on the weekend. And, well, Tanisha, we know. Yeah. We're not, we're talking about people
Charlotte.
in this Queen
We're talking
City.
about Charlotte.
I don't live in Charlotte.
She's
in Baltimore.
No, Belmont. That's
Belmont, North Carolina. That's 30 minutes. But
away.
we might come out to you. We're making a point.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse. That's 30 minutes. I think that's even before Gastonia. So anyway, that's no excuse. Yeah,
but we're at that point where we're like, you know what? We need to strengthen our offline communication. We need to be able to see each other. You know, Facebook is great. Instagram is great. You know, people can't.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
I have sitter issues. If you have sitter issues, good. Because we don't acquire sitters. We ask you to bring your kids with you. We're family oriented.
Yeah, most
so
of the
whatever we do, you can bring
the kids.
your kids with you. So that's no excuse. Now go ahead, Judy. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
She's giving excuses. She's explaining herself. I ain't never met the woman, so it's good that she's explaining
herself. It's no
herself.
excuse. No, she's explaining herself, but she's making excuses. Trust me.
You know
I know. Now go ahead.
All I'm saying is we want to strengthen our offline relationships. We want to see you. You know, look at Look at the camera and stop
No,
acting
because
like
I'm
you
going to go
bored.
off.
Okay.
I'm
then
trying
look away,
not to
then.
be
Look
stressed,
away.
and I'm going to
Okay,
look
look away.
Because I'm about to go in.
I want to see people. I think that we get very comfortable. Like I said, this was a meet and greet, and nobody came. And yet, if there's a meme posted or somebody says it's an amen, and we get real comfortable doing amen. How many she said? I have one. Not kids. Okay. Oh, yeah, then definitely bring the one. We get comfortable with don't start. We get comfortable with saying amen to stuff. We get comfortable with a thumbs up. We get comfortable
with loves and likes.
A little, especially now that we can put loves and we're sad and we're angry and how we can laugh but we're not really connecting. And I think we have to do better. So we're just saying get off. Yeah, listen, if you don't lean that phone, some people can at least see my lips.
I don't want them to see that now. You crazy. You get me, girl.
Anyway, what I was saying is we want to see you. We want to see you at our events. Excuse me. We want to see you at our events. We want to see you at our home. We want to see you, period, in the city. There's so many great things in the QC. Get off of social media. I had another friend do this to me one time. I was living in my other place. And she posted, I'm down here at McBoney's. Mm-hmm. And I'm going, that's 5 minutes from my house.
Why didn't you call?
You know what she did? She did just what's floating across the screen right now. She did a thumbs up and kept it moving. I said,
well, you got to look at it, Judy.
That's how it rolls. You 5 doggone minutes from the front door.
Yeah, Judy, but you got to look at it, though. You got to look at it.
What?
You got to look at it. You're not Beyonce. You're not Lauryn Hill. You're not Wendy Williams. And you're not a local, even we can go to local, you're not a local celebrity. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing that people can really get out of you. Now they'll like you and talk to you on social media and try to get as much out of you. It's just like people call you, somebody called you the other day about disability, right? Mm-hmm. And, they wanted to talk to you about disability, how to do this, how to do that. Mm-hmm. Then you invited them. You explained about Single, Saved, and Serious. You explained about, everything that we were doing. I wanted to play it long because I know you're tired.
No, that's okay.
You explained about everything that what we're doing. See our whole
faces now. Look at that.
What we're doing, so they could have a better idea of what we're doing with Single, Saved, and Serious, and with the Christian Lounge experience. And you ain't heard from them since. So people call you all the time. Oh, Judy's a nice lady. I want to see what she gets from Chuck. What she sees in Chuck or what she sees in Brandon. Oh, Judy's so sweet, sweet, sweet.
I'm just so
let me see what I can get out of her. Yeah,
I'm the researcher.
I'm gonna see what I can get out of her.
Can you tell me this and tell me that?
Tell me that.
And you live 15 minutes.
Yeah, but next thing you know, when you call, it's like, and people fool with me because of you. Like these people right here, all of these people. Before they knew that me and you were married, well, I can't say that. And the Calvin Clark rock with me.
Some of them people.
Carrie rock with me. Of course, Trino rock with me. Magic rock with me. Well, all the fellas that were on here, that are on here right now, even Lisa Santiago, McNeil rock with me. That's one lady that rock with me. That's Deborah, all the way in Florence, rock with me. But the rest of y'all really don't. Whoops. Oops. But the rest of y'all. I'm sorry, the rest of y'all who I talk to on an ordinary basis really never rock with me. You got your and I see through that. To which Judy,
listen.
Judy is nice. Go ahead.
Because you're just about to be like, I don't want to run them away.
I'll run them away.
That's the problem. Maybe that's why we're working.
I guess I got my daddy in me, and Trino will be a vouch for me on this.
I don't mind that, but I just think, you know what? I'm gonna be real. What is that?
Trino said a long way, cause Trino know my daddy. Like my daddy if my daddy thought you were full of it in so many ways, he'll let you know. You know, and like mama smile and mama know how to throw the on and off and in so many ways, but daddy, like if he don't fool with you, he don't fool with you. Now me on the different hand, like, you know, I'll fool with you, but I'll let you know you fake. You know, I'll certainly let you know you fake and smile in your face and call you fake at the same time.
Listen.
You know, but daddy ain't gonna do that. Daddy will just call you fake and just walk away.
I told you my mother was like that. My mother wouldn't even call you nothing. She'd sniff and leave the room. She would dismiss you so fast it wasn't funny. She embarrassed all of us like that. She just wouldn't even deal with people if she didn't like something. And trust and believe, she usually tried to find something. So I take after my dad. We're more personable, fun. We smile. We have that patience. I got my patience from my father. Trust and believe, I got it from him. And so, yeah. But what I'm trying to tell the people is, if you're signing in to our videos, if you're signing in to, if you're like, the other day I had 100 people like a post, and I'm like, I need to see these people. Because guess what happens in public? When I see you in public, and I've really not seen you except, turn the camera, dear. I've not seen you except online, and you've got, Fluffy Bunny as a profile pic, or you've got your hair, or you got half an eye, or something like that. So when I see you in public, how many people have I walked right by?
Yeah, you won't know who they are.
I don't know who you are. I'm at the point of I'm very close to 2,000 friends on Facebook. And I'm telling you, I'm at the point where I really need to get to see people offline. I need to see you sleepy in the morning. I need to see you tired at night. I need to see you because the impression is not being made in my mind. And my thing is, I'm really interested in who people are. I'm not interested in how many likes I got and how many Facebook friends. I really couldn't care less. Before I met this man, I think I had maybe 700-800 friends. Mm-hmm. And that was mostly family. And people I knew from old neighborhoods and things of that, and disability advocates all over the place, and people who were dealing with different disabilities. So the circle was small. Now my circle is bigger, and I find that we're only interacting online. And it's really, really sad because, like I said, y'all walk up to me like, hey, Miss Judy, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you had the Fluffy Bunny profile pic, and, oh, your hair changed, and so I'm not getting to know people. And I think this is not just us. Social media is changing the way we will interact with people.
Yeah, it is. We interact online and call each other Facebook friends. That's why it took a long time for me to get on Instagram and Twitter. And I use that for promotional purposes. I'm more personal on Facebook. When I'm on Facebook, I'm more personal.
Trina talking about that brown blood. Yeah, Trina, I'm getting exposed. I'm getting exposed.
Yeah, in so many ways, will expose you. You done met David. Mm-hmm.
She said one eye. Yeah, honey, you ever see it because I have a face and it's all up in the camera, and you be like, okay, I can't.
You done met the sisters too, so you already know. Like
I know.
Annie Mae and Mary Lou, especially, and then we don't play that. All four of them, in a way, would tell you in a heartbeat in so many ways that you fake. Now, Mary Lou and Annie Mae will really come out. And Dog Baby just loud. Daddy always said that was a favorite. That was his favorite sister. But Dog Baby loud. This is not just about family.
This is literally about our society. I'm going to give you another example. We have Bunny, our little daughter. She's 11, and her friend.
She'll call you fake too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. But the thing of it, she just give you that side eye. She perfected side eye before middle school. I ain't never seen nothing like it. But anyway, she has her friends, and they're best friends, BFFs. And half the time I'm like, okay, y'all get off of the video chat, y'all get off of the Snapchat, go to bed. Picked her up when that new Double Oaks water park opened up. And so I said, hey, we went out for the water park, went to lunch, came home. I said, you guys hang for a minute, and in 2 hours I'll take her home. Do you know they sat around looking bored? I said, you're in each other's company now. But that's not how they interacted. We are literally changing how our kids interact. I said, you
social
guys
media,
have more
yeah.
fun when you're on Snapchat and video chat than you do when you're sitting right next to each other. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because as a kid, I remember all I wanted to do was see my friends.
Go to
when
the
can I go to the park? We
night,
sitting outside. Even if we were just
ball.
sitting on a porch, we would hang with our friends.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to go and be apart in order to be together. And that was really weird. I said, wow, something is happening with our interactions that we feel comfortable from a screen.
Well, they feel that they can catch up and keep up with you on social media. Let me tell you one real dude that, you know, that I don't know her, but
I probably do, but again, you know.
But you know, one real dude that came. Hold on, y'all be safe. We gotta go, fam.
Keep going hard. I love you, Trino. You are so sweet. He just encourages us with that every single time.
Yeah, because you know it's hard. You know, you got to look at it like he really trying. You know what I'm saying? And
he sees that.
Like I see that you know, I know his background better than anybody. You know, outside of his siblings and his parents, right? But I knew how he grew up. I knew how he was raised, and I know how he became when he was grown. And it took him a long time. Like I used to push him, like give you a God-given talent, because he grew up playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know whether he was. I don't know what happened, but them boys was bad. Him and his brother, him and his older brother was bad. Used to dunk on you. He almost broke my neck one time, dunking on me. He did dunked on me. Almost broke my neck. And, you know, he bent my basketball court. Chevy thought it was him, but it was Trino who bent my basketball court. And my basketball court ain't never been the same since. Just broke my whole goal down, right? That's how strong he was. Wow. That's how much of a leap he had. And so when he went to Shaw, I guess when he went to Shaw, he stopped playing basketball. And, like, you know, I guess, I don't know, I mean, he could vouch, but he lost a vision for a very long time. So you're looking at somebody encouraging him and pushing him for 10 to 15 years, just, you better sing, you better sing, you better sing, you better sing, sing. And he'll tell you that, like really pushing him to go for it. And now he really going for it, and he really into it. On social media, you know, dropping videos. There you go. Things, yeah, you dropping videos. I'm telling all this business. That
well, you telling me, but okay, you know what?
But this the thing, though. He, you know, dropping videos and, you know, in the studio recording. Like he a beast business wise, and you know, he got swag. He's a beast. You know, I'm trying to get him to perform a lot more. You know, so he can make appearances, so he can get more and more of a following. But when you're working so hard and trying to be encouraged in order to try to change your life, you know, when you're trying to change your life up and go the right way, but the people you come up with, and you know, like I always talk trash about the family, but people you come up with, even your immediate family, don't back you up. Like it gets hard. So he sees what I'm doing, what I've been trying to do for a very long time, and I'm like, you know, he sees what I'm doing with him. So he like, you know, as long as you pushing me, I'm pushing you. Because we the only people in the family that's really doing something on our own. It's not just corporate America. It's not just corporate America. I went to school, I went to college, and I got all these degrees. You know, I just want to work at corporate America every day, because you know that would be miserable for me. So you look at it, he on his own, he doing his own thing, trying to do it positive, and it's like, where my pushers at? Where my real pushers at? Who posting for me? Who tagging for me? You know, who going out here talking about Trino Rachi? You know, to God I pray. He got his first single. Now you talking about a secular artist, you know, that can sing secular songs that clean, but they secular, right? Clean secular songs. but he just saying, to God I pray. You know how hard that is? For a single, and you singing, you know what I'm saying? And you singing to God I pray, and like your own people ain't like, dog, Trino coming out of nowhere like he rocking. You know, I'm going to rock with him hard. I'm going to let people know basically what's going on with him. You know, and I understand. But the difference is, like, he ain't going to come off on his people like I'll come off on mine. Like, you know, I just called them all out, whether they know it or not. You know, that's probably why they ain't. I probably just ran them away.
But you know what? I wanted to say something about what you're saying. You can't. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you can't see me. You can't get that much knowledge about a person through social media. You have to spend time. And this is what my point to everyone is. I can know a little bit about you on social media, but I'm not getting the full thing, the full person. And I think we're getting real comfortable only knowing snippets and updates and your latest posts. We're not knowing people. Geez, if we're still here, hey, thank you, Vanessa. And so I'm going to tell you something, because today, I'm going to tell you how I use social media. I met Nene, who runs a daycare, at our printer. I'm always talking to people. Hey, how you doing? Smile. I mean, I can't stand it when I walk into a place and everybody's head is buried in their phone, and people don't even acknowledge when you walk in a room nowadays. You can walk in, I don't know you, so I'm not talking to you. That's ridiculous. This is how we talk. So I went to the printer one day, met her, and met the young lady that's doing Veganer's Luck, how something like that it goes. She's a vegan chef. And I met the two of them. We exchanged cards and everything like that. And I said, where are you on social media? Got their information. And I had just, liked everything, went about my business. Now, we had Bunny here who needed to go to camp. And I said, wait a minute. Nene runs a camp. So I'm already her friend. I already see some of her posts. I went to her page. And I saw all of what she was doing with these kids. And I'm like, okay, this woman is a serious, self-employed person seriously doing this thing with the kids. She does not just say, are you in the house bored? She takes them out. She keeps them moving. I called her up. I said, hey, actually I messaged her. I said, what does it take to do you have room? Yes, I do. When can I come by? I was not leaving that conversation on social media. I said, when can we just come by? She said, well, quiet time's around 3 o'clock. Boom, we were there. We stayed there for an hour, chat, talk. She's telling me all the different things. I'm getting to see another side of her that is not on social media. And so now I feel like, we found out that our birthdays were a day apart. I'm on the 27th of July. She's on the 28th. Found out her neighbor next to her is a baker. And I already got my birthday cake, my birthday pound cake, picked out for next month. The lady makes adult popsicles. Now, why are you going to go and tell me something like that? So I'm like, oh, we got to put up some sort of delivery thing. All of this happened offline, where I've known this woman for 2 months online. So what I'm trying to say is we are missing the richness of our friendships. The information you just gave about Trino cannot be found in a post update. It just can't. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're a Cancer with my sister. You're a Cancer with my sister there on the 17th. All of us, we're going to have July going to be popping. I know so many July borns now. So, and I don't even want to do that anymore. I used to do that. I used to make sure I wished everybody a happy birthday on Facebook. That is just so freaking lame. I'm like, happy birthday.
I stopped really doing it.
I stopped doing it too. I stopped. Because when I started seeing people go HBD, I was like, how cheap can you get? You can't even write out happy birthday anymore.
With happy birthdays, if I don't have your number personally, or if I have your number personally, and I know you personally, I don't even put it on Facebook. I text You know, I might see
text
it on
or
Facebook,
call people.
but I text or I call, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know
Because
what,
it's
HBD,
more personal.
HBD, you
I think
just
it's
copy
more
and paste
personal
in
now.
HBD all over
For
the
the
place.
people, like, for the people that I invite out places and stuff like that, I still, like, put it on their wall and post on their wall what I got going on. Happy birthday, come celebrate, blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah. Like, otherwise, I'm like, should I really wish you a happy birthday?
I used to do it, and then I began to feel like, Judy, you're the fakest thing ever. You really don't. If it weren't for the Facebook lineup of whose birthday was yesterday, today, tomorrow, next week, you really wouldn't keep none of this in your mind because you're not getting to know the people. You're not. And I stopped doing it, and I'm like, I want to either, you know, I either want to make a phone call, I want to do something. You know, I just don't want it to be that my interaction with people is limited to the screen. It's really taking away. I'm gonna tell you something.
People will basically friend you and not know who you are.
And
of course,
forget
you're
about
making
you.
moves. Of course, you're making moves, and they see you making moves, and they see you doing positive things in the city. But they're comfortable with just seeing you make moves.
Seeing you online.
Like, can I just mention something? I'm in a zone, and you know how I get when I'm in a zone.
I'm trying to keep you from the zone. Go ahead.
Okay, well,
I'm trying because sometimes that zone and the
I ain't gonna go. I'm not gonna go far out about it. I just want to say something, regardless of if somebody gets mad or not. Somebody might get mad about it, but it's the honest to God truth, and I addressed it Sunday. So I just need your permission about Sunday, about the attendance as far as the support system goes.
You don't need
Why wasn't New Beginnings? Why wasn't New Beginnings? Anybody from New Beginnings there? And I understand you don't support me because I don't go to your church no more, right? And this is gonna be on YouTube, so it really don't matter. Like, if you ain't got my back, that's cool. I understand I don't go to your church no more, you know, all of that. But why is it that the people from New Beginnings ain't there to support Will? Will dedicated. He's in the men's choir. He's doing things within your church. He was talking about he didn't want to sing because he sings enough. And I say, you just sing on the men's choir. He said, that's enough. But where were the people at New Beginnings Sunday? If anything, y'all should have been there to support Will, whether you support me or not. And I know you can't say you don't know that the man was performing. You know, because I tag you all. I do it intentionally. You know, I really do it intentionally, especially for New Beginners. If I had 100 of you, I'd X the ones that I normally tag out just to tag 100 of y'all. Now, that's a shame. That man is in the men's choir. He works hard, you know, for New Beginners. He's loyal to New Beginners. He's been that way since he was, 21 years old, talking about the love of God with me in the parking lot and talking about what all he's been through as a teenager, you know, lecturing me and talking the spirit to me, and none of y'all showed up. Never. And talk about brother and sister and everything like that. What? Because it's too far, just one event? The man plays every fourth Sunday, and he's playing the second Sunday.
And the second Sunday.
He's playing this second Sunday. And ain't nobody from the community. And y'all going to grow regardless if I call y'all or not. Y'all always going to grow because people are looking for churches. You know, that's just period. They're looking for some sort of answer. The difference is, like, me and Judy know the answer. Like, we go to him, we don't necessarily have to be a member of a church in order to get God's answer. We support churches and we attend churches, but we ain't got to work hard. Like, I could just see the church hurt that Will is probably going to get once he sees through all the garbage. You know what I'm saying? And I want to mention this too. The reason why we left is because I was supportive of Katera, and Katera saw through the garbage. And I'm going to leave it at that. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, okay. But, well, the point that we're really trying to make is let's cut down the walls. Let's cut down, let's take the time. I think that's what's happening is we're not even taking the time. You're bringing up Will that he belongs to a church, and none of his church comrades have come out to see him perform. We're actually working on a show to bring him back to Charlotte because I said, well, maybe Concord is too far for our Charlotte people to go. But, that's plain out laziness, okay? It's just laziness.
They were watching the BET Awards. That's all it was. They were watching Tamar Braxton. Even some of our people was watching what Tamar Braxton was lip-singing. And they was watching how many awards, people received. But it's all good, though. Go ahead.
Really, we just want to get to the point of encouraging offline interaction. And I'm serious about this. Chuck, yes, he works. I'm not working. I'm off for the summer, and even if I'm on in the fall, I'm not full-time. So I have time. I have time for lunch. I have time for directly after dinner, usually, depending on his hours. Directly after work. So my whole thing is, let's continue to foster offline, and it takes time. You can't see somebody once. You know how many times I met people here one time? Oh, well, we need to get together again, and I've never seen them again. And some of that is me. Life gets busy, and I understand life is busy. But if we do not take the time, we will find that we don't know people. We really don't know people. And that, especially if you're a single person, you're going to be feeling more alone. You really are going to be feeling more alone because you're going to only interact through a screen while you're sitting in bed at night. You're not going to be like, hey, you know what caught me off guard, and I loved it, and I even posted about it?
What?
When I text Priscilla Cole, she's not on here tonight, but I text Priscilla Cole.
Oh,
and she was right like, she was just like, hey, what's your address? Text me your address. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll get it to you. I know we can get together. That girl came over here after work in her work clothes.
Yeah, shot a video and everything.
Shot a video. We had a glass of wine.
Had a full bottle of wine.
We had a nice little, I cut up strawberries, and I was like, I got fruit in the refrigerator, and we just had a great time. Mm-hmm. And can I tell you, I met her in church. I've literally met her standing in the line at Forest Hill Church. She turned around. We were getting coffee. She turned around, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And our friendship has 90% of it been offline, not online. And we have such a deep friendship. I know all about her daughter and her son, the 3 grandchildren. I was there when her father came here. She invited me to her house for Christmas. So it's sort of like, and then when she has those I shouldn't have said who it is, those parties from people at work that are just off the chain, wonderful. She invites me. That's what I want. I don't want to have 2,000 people who are ghosts and shadows, and I don't know who they are. That is not going to do anything for me, and it really won't do anything for you. It won't.
Well, like I said, and I'm glad that you see that, like the fakeness of social media. I mean,
it allows people to develop. Some people I don't think really want to be fake, but they just start developing this fake persona because it's like, hey, I'll see you online. Hey, you're online, right? And the next thing you know,
want to be fake. Some of them just got it in them. Some of them they're just pure fake.
But I'm just saying that we're developing it so it's better, it's easier, it's almost accepted to be fake.
Yeah,
instead
it
of
is.
being
that's
real.
True.
Well,
that's true.
we you know what? We're known for busting down some walls and some things, so we're busting it down. Vanessa she said, Judy, I'm going to give you my phone number. Please, let's have, life and being friends is you're getting to know each other. It's not just cute little lines on a keyboard. You're getting to know each other. There's going to be times where you feel like, Judy, I don't really feel like talking. Okay, girl, I'll talk to you later. I'm falling asleep while I'm talking to you. Okay, that's life. And when you get to your end of your life, you are not. When I'm ready to go, I'm not going to be talking about no statuses. I'm telling you, I will not be talking about statuses.
Yeah, because if you look at it, like the majority of people on Facebook, You know, if you pass away tomorrow, they'll attend
Oh
your
my
funeral,
gosh.
right? They'll come to your funeral. But at the end of the day, like, what you showing respects to somebody you don't know? I don't know
Really
you.
don't even know.
I don't
And there's a
even
whole
know
bunch
you. I
of
can't see you at my funeral.
RIH and RIPs and SIPs.
And that just addresses what you just said, Trino, about our family got our back. I don't know if you're still on here, but it's a difference. Like, you know, I don't see it, you know, and I know what you're doing, and I understand what you're doing. I understand why you're doing it. But you know me, and, you know, I don't see it. It's cool, though. You know, I'm going to still do what I do. I'm going to still send text messages. I'm going to have Judy to join the page. I'm going to let Judy...
Don't mind me, people.
Judy join the page. They got to see you because I want them to see your eyes.
I know my eyeballs are all over the place. Never mind my eyeballs.
But
this is how serious I am. Because I don't know what we did. What is this thing? What is it got all that junk on it?
I don't know. What you doing? The people up here talk. What you trying to say? Stay off of social media?
No, I'm literally going to...
Give people your number?
Put my telephone number right doggone on the thing. Now, in the beginning, I do the caller ID thing. I don't know you, so it'll go in the voicemail. But then I get...
text. Just text.
Text me and say...
You see how real that is, people? Now, you see how real that is. She just gave her number out to y'all on social media.
You know, we got this great community center up the road. Come over here. This business of I only know people...
Wait, no, I don't think they realize it. Listen, people.
I know, right?
She just gave out her number on social media.
On social media.
And how many of y'all would do that?
Yeah, because they're worried about everybody taking it and sending them all sorts of scams and
how many of y'all would really
and everything like that. I know how to weed out those calls. Don't worry about it. But the point of the matter is that I'm at the point. I was going to talk about something in my life before you got on that tangent with
New Beginnings, Community Church,
and Will.
NBCC. No, I don't like that, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, boy. I'm a disability advocate. And for people with disabilities, social media becomes a way to stay connected. There's people who literally don't have a way of being in the community, so they stay connected through social media. And when I first got on social media, that was one of the reasons I got on there. I had children with autism. My young son had a very rare condition that I had to do a lot of research for. I myself had gone through some health crises, and I was home all the time. And so social media was a way to connect. But those relationships that I made with those people were very deep. We talked about our kids. Then we would do just what I'm doing, give out the telephone numbers. And I have friends that I have not ever met, that I met through social media, that we have cried over the phone. We have yelled and screamed over the phone.
Happened yesterday.
You know, yes, happened. Was that this morning or yesterday?
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. People call up and they're crying because they're going through some health crisis. They're going through some weird thing, and they called because they know Judy gonna listen, or Judy gonna either pray, or Judy may just...
But she real, though. I could tell you that. She is real.
Okay.
She got a good heart. Yeah, go ahead.
But one of the reasons I started to do the events for people with disabilities was we start doing the same thing. We start hiding. We start isolating ourselves because there's not a lot of people like us in the community, or we don't want people to stare, or we're worried about where we can go and have a good time because, well, they don't have a proper ramp, or I got a service dog and they're going to kick me out. And so the things that I do I mean, you don't hear about them that much because I'm really about single, saved, and serious. But part of single, saved, and serious is also to get people with disabilities out of their house.
And we got them.
And we do. We get them. We bring them out. It's like you got to stop isolating yourself. And social media, while it can connect, can also isolate you. And then you start to be like, well, nobody wants to see me in this society. Well, who the heck cares? I'm sorry.
And not only that, but let me tell you, if people with disabilities can come out to our events when we're doing events, I know y'all with vehicles, regardless of whether you in Belmont or whether you in Gastonia or whether you in Salisbury or Concord, I know you can come out to the events if people can take special transportation and spend, what, $100?
She says if she does private transportation, it's $100.
That's $100
round
to
trip.
come to a free event, and you telling me that you can't get up out of your seat, out of your bed, or out of whatever you doing, or excuse me, or you rather get drunk, which you can drink however you want to drink. Now, whether you feel condemned or whether you feel convicted on drinking at our events, then, that's between you and God. But as far as us, we don't judge you because we drink ourselves. Now, we might not drink during that time because we working, but, we drink ourselves. So who am I, or who is her to judge you on having a drink? So if you basically feel that way, then that's on you. That's something that you got to deal with. I had somebody to tell me I can't drink. I say, I don't know why you can't. There ain't no judgment zone. We don't have you to wear no high heel stilettos, and you ain't got to wear expensive makeup or 100,000 pounds of makeup.
Whether your socks are making a statement. If I see any more statement socks on men, I'm like, you know what, really? I mean, what am I supposed to, learn something about you by the type of socks you wear? But anyway, the point I'm making is that even with the disabled community that I work with, people who use wheelchairs full time, people who walkers, whatever, the less you come into the society, the more strange it is when you finally get out there. So you need to get out there. You need to be seen. You need to get comfortable in your own skin. And you cannot do that hiding behind a screen. So again, on so many levels, we're about use social media as a tool, but then get off. Get to know people.
And that's what we do. Anytime you have an event, anytime that you're invited to an event, you try to go and you try to support.
Let me tell you something, people.
Whoever.
Back when I was sick, I think I put 5,000 miles on my car in 5 years. I haven't even had this car a year, and I'm over 20,000 miles in this car. And because it's a good car, it's a reliable, truck. I'm in it, and I'm going where I gotta go. Also, my vision is at a point where it's really, really good. And so Judy can do the night driving. I can even drive in the. What did I have the other day? I was driving in the dark, in the rain and fog, which, oh my goodness, it's crazy, but I could do it. So, and literally, this is part of my testimony. I spent years sitting in a bed, not able to get out. And I went through where the churches were like, oh, you're too sick. I mean, how do you be too sick for a church? But anyway, I went through that where, oh, you're not getting better. You're not getting healed, so we're going to move on. And I went through the friends who, continued in their career and I didn't continue, so they were too busy and they didn't want to come by and be reminded how fragile life is because it could happen to them if it happened to me. I went through that. The isolation was horrible. And I remember saying, God, if you get me out of this bed, I promise you I will not just sit in the house. I will not do it. And I married Mr. Excitement because I figured we always going to have a party going on, right? Yeah. We always going to have an event going on.
You know what? You explain that. What else, Terrell? That's our tail brother.
Okay.
But look, you ain't got to...
I see. No, I got to explain it because a lot of times...
You ain't got to explain that.
The other night, we were at our event, and I was talking to Maria, who's the manager for Nikki Dunn, and she said, Judy, a lot of times people don't know you have a very compelling story. She wants to do something where I talk to women because of the story that I've been through as far as relationships, different things in my life. So it's important for me to tell people, I understand with that isolation. We're going to talk to you more.
You cannot stay there.
You cannot stay there. And we need to redevelop making friends in real life and in real time.
I thought social media helped you develop relationships.
It did, but what's happening is we're not following it up with offline interaction. We're not doing it. We are really making people that we only know from behind a screen. And if you live within 20, 30 minutes of me, or even 40 minutes, 45, because we can get to Rock Hill, in an hour? You go to Rock Hill?
Every
You go
day,
Fort Mill.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. If we live that close, that's why I said to who's the person, Felita and Perone, who come out and support us. And I said, we've got to make it to you because you come out all the way here to Concord to support us every day. And that friendship is growing. That friendship is deepening. Mm-hmm. It can't happen online. It just can't.
And if they can come all the way from Rock Hill, to Concord, which is probably an hour away, what makes you think that Charlatans can't come 15 minutes to 30 minutes away?
Yeah. And if you live in university, it literally is about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes away if you're in the university. 15, 20
minutes. So, but we're not, he scolds, he does, he'll call you out. I'm here to just encourage and to say, please, come out to our events, come to our house, meet me for coffee somewhere. I just met somebody the other day up at Julia's Cafe. That cafe is a coffee house with a purpose. When you spend money there, you're helping people build houses for Habitat of Humanity. Let's do something, and get to know each other. And I'm not going to be exciting all the time. That's what social media makes people look like they're excited.
Yeah, it got to be exciting. We got entertainment. We got entertainment.
I'm not just even talking about our events.
But I'm just saying, like
friendship.
Yeah, friendship. You come over, drink some coffee or drink some wine or, drink your 100 proof or whatever you want to drink.
100 proof, just this is crazy,
But these people, you really got to understand something. If you're not Beyonce, if you're not Lauryn Hill, if you're not Wendy Williams, like I said, if you're not a local personality, they ain't gonna pay you no attention.
But this is my thing. I don't want that attention that Lauryn Hill and Beyonce, because that's fan attention. I'm not looking for fans.
Yeah, but they want.
I'm not looking for any fans. I'm looking for friends.
They attract people who don't know them.
I understand that. But
you know what I'm saying?
What I'm looking for is the connections like I made with Nene, where I met you. We got to know each other a little bit on Facebook, but now we know each other in the community. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for that sense of community. I don't need you to show up with your book. Can I have your autograph? No. I've never given my autograph in my life. Don't intend to. Maybe one day I will be, a big person and all. That has never attracted me. You can ask anybody going back from when I was a child. I said I don't like fame. I don't mind
Martha Ambrosia or whatever her name is. Floetry. Martha, whatever her name is.
All I know is that I know
Monica or Brandy Norwood. Oh. If you ain't them, they ain't trying to hear you. If I ain't Jay-Z or Rick Ross or somebody, they ain't trying to hear me. If I ain't at the club getting drunk, and listening to Migos.
Facebook Live.
No, it's not. It's not.
We talk about what
they are comfortable on social media with you, and comfortable off of social media with Rick Ross, Jay-Z. That's what I'm saying. If you send an invite and say everybody come to my house, you'll get 3 invites, right? And they'll call certain people that you talk to that call you about, doing this or doing that. Now they'll call somebody else, and somebody that call you about disability or something, they'll call somebody else. And that somebody else will call me and cuss me out about I ain't getting nothing but that. Exactly. Listen closely to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Listen closely.
I'm listening.
Somebody will call you about disability or about something. They'll call, and then they'll call somebody else about this. That person will call cussing me out, telling me how stupid I am for throwing that type of event or doing something for God in a irregular way. That's normal, that's outside of the church walls and outside of the norm. You know what I'm saying? So, but if the same person who will call and cuss me out about doing something outside of the normal for God will end up drinking till they pass out, going to the same club every weekend, So you really got to look at like what we dealing with here. We dealing with a harder struggle because you got two couples. Yeah, they love us upon social media, of course. You know,
Yeah.
but they love us. They love us around social media because half of them be at work at that time and they be bored at work, or they ain't got nothing to do at home. So they like, let's see what crazy Brandon Chuck Brown talking about or what Judith talking about on here. You know, let them entertain. But you invite them and say, hey, let's go get a cup of coffee, or let's go get some iced tea, or let's go get a beer or whatever. Then, and you invite 500. Why do you think I invite 500 people?
I know why you invite 500 people.
I invite 500 people.
You might get 10.
You might not get none.
But you know what? Okay.
That's why you don't understand, and Stacy don't understand. That's why I took a picture of. That's why I took a picture of whoever showing the faces or doing that likes. State your name, please. But anyway,
because
I can't see you.
Yeah, they changed too fast.
I can't see who it is to give you a shout out.
They changed.
But
who's that? That's somebody new that just.
I just told you that's our tail brother.
Oh, our Charles brother. How you doing? Hello. But this is me, okay? And I know that you are all about calling people out, and you're all about showing up to people and telling them who they are. I'm about, if I get one person like Vanessa Springs, I'm excited. I'm excited. She put her telephone number up there. If I get one person like Tanisha, if I get one person,
great, keep doing that, Paula. Go ahead, one person like.
If Tanisha. I get one person, see, my thing is friendships are not built in hundreds. Friendships are built one at a time, and that's the way I am. That's why it's hard for me sometimes to talk to people at large. I can do it with you because it's still a conversation one-on-one. You see? In my mind, I want to get to know people. And it only happens. When you are big old Wendy Williams and you got an audience full of people, you don't know them people.
But they make money. You got to understand them people.
They make money, but I'm
charging you $100. They don't.
Not interested.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they making $100. You know, making $100,000 just to come show their face at an event. You paying $30. Like some people would rather pay $40 to $50 to come see the people for 45 minutes than to come rock with you for an hour or an hour and 15 for free. You know what I'm saying? That's the world that we live in. Especially when you, and we talk about this every day.
I know people, we do talk about this every day. Especially we always see the opposite sides of the coin.
Especially when you talk about God. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got two Christians, two off-the-wall Christians who don't think like ordinary, not church people.
We're not traditional.
We're not church, well, whatever you want to call it, church people. Which I encourage you, if you feel that you got to be addicted to the church, go ahead, because evidently you got an issue out in the real world. So, you know, I encourage you to stay in the church, but the real world is out here, and you're going to have to face it one way or another. But we're not traditional. We're not church, everyday church people in and out of the church walls. Every chance we get, we inside the church. Every move we make. We out here in these streets. Yeah. Period. We out here trying to figure out what we can do for Greertown right now while we here. And we working on that right now. We really in these streets. The churches already got who they need to get. They're already there. Whoever come in. They ain't out in these streets. We there. Remember that. But, you know, you spending $100, $150 to go see Rick Ross, you free. You know? And, of course, they're going to do that because basically that makes them feel good in order to spend $150.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not my purpose, though. If I wanted, I could be a public speaker and travel around the world and have audiences full of people and make money, you know, be like a Les Brown or Tony Robbins or all these other people. I can be that. But those aren't friends. And see, what I'm talking about is friendship. What I'm talking about is knowing somebody. You know, and that doesn't happen when people spend money to go see an appearance. I don't want your appearance. I want you to be somebody that I can walk
sociable.
Up on. Thank you. I never forgot one time, I'm telling you this story. I had a friend in Baltimore, and we had a falling out. You know, she said something, I said something, and she hung up the phone, and when I called her back, she wouldn't pick it up, and she called her back and wouldn't pick her up. And I said, oh, you going to play me like that? See, I don't let go of people very easily. So you know what I did? The next morning, I got up bright and early, 6 o'clock in the morning, because I know she got to get her kids up and they got to go to school.
I went to her house?
I went to her house. Now, I didn't just go to her house and knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
You wait till she got to the car?
No. I'm crazy. Y'all don't understand I'm crazy. The kids were coming out the door because they were going for their bus and everything. And I said, hey, how you doing? Where's Mommy? Oh, she upstairs still in the bed.
And you went upstairs?
I went upstairs. I got in the bed right next to her. When she rolled her little brown eyes over, I said, boom. Now you're going to have to talk to me now.
What's up now?
What's up now?
Mm-hmm.
I said, if I said something that bothered you, talk to me about it. Don't you dare cut me off. She bust out laughing. She said, Judy, you the craziest person. I'm in here in my night shirt and my pajamas. I ain't even brushed my teeth. I said, I don't care. I care about you, not your teeth and your clothes and whatever else you got on. I said, I care about you and I care about our friendship. And I don't let people go very easily. Okay? And see, that's what I'm trying to grow, is my circle of friends. I don't need you to pay me $100 to come see me. That you ain't seeing me, you don't care. Because if I do something wrong, then you're going to throw me over. You know how many famous people go through that? They like them one day. Oh, did you see what they did? The next day they can't stand them. They rake them over the coals. I don't need that. My friends will know me well enough to stand with me whether they see something good or bad about me. So I want something deeper than that. I want something deeper. And social media is not the way to get it. I'm finding that out. That I got nearly 2,000 friends and I really don't know those people.
Yeah, that's because they don't want to get to know you. They just want to get to know you behind
the screen. If you put your phone number up there, I'll find out where you live. You know, Google works. I'll come at your door and be like, and don't keep telling me where you at. You might as well stop putting them GPS locations up there because I'll be like, oh, really? I'm down the road. I'm going to show up in your face. And then if I find that you're not real, then I'll be like, oh, well, maybe we really shouldn't
be I ain't going to tell you.
No, I mean, you know how people say, I'm cutting down my Facebook list. I'm not going to do that just because you said something on Facebook. But I'm at that point where I feel like I want to get to know people offline. I don't want it to just be, especially if you live in Charlotte. What is Vanessa saying? Because we look like we're about to be friends. What are we doing for Greer Heights? Food drive, back to school, summer activities for the school.
We're trying to figure it out.
We're trying to figure it out.
We're not even a month
here. He wants to do a block party.
Yeah, I want to do a block party.
And we're not even a month here. We've got the Greer Heights Community Center up there. I need to go over there and see how much it is to rent it. And we just, I don't know. I just want to give some hope. A block
party for my birthday, giving back to Greer Town. So, you know, anybody who here, who, you know, who's supportive, whether you're supportive or not, I'm still going to do it.
We're still going to do it.
Yeah, I'm still going to do it.
You know, if anything, we'll get the kids to show up.
And it will be on my birthday, and we're going to give back to Greer Heights.
It's going to be big. Or something
birthday weekend, yeah. It'll be my birthday on that Tuesday, but Saturday and Sunday are going to be real big.
And, you know, that's just something we've talked about since last year. We wanted to do it, remember? And I was we're all going too new. So now, this year, we're a little bit further along. But that's something we want to do. And that's what I want to get to know people for, because Greer Town isn't the only community. Hoskins isn't the only community. There are other communities that need love, support, acceptance, love, just love. And we need to be able to go and do it.
Who is La Ye? Who is that? I don't know who that is. She can bring
La Ye.
Yeah.
Well, get us some connections and send us a link.
I don't even know who that is.
She just told me her telephone number, so I think I'm going to be on the phone. It's kind of late tonight. We got to go to
bed.
That's
good. Vanessa good people, though. Vanessa, real good people. She talked to me. She inboxed me all the time. She's real good. Yeah, she's good
But these, you know what? And I don't mind weeding out the good. See, my thing is I notice you focus
But that Tracy, Tracy Boss right there. Like, okay, cool. But Tracy Boss right there, that Tracy Boss, she's disabled too.
Is she?
Yeah. And she don't know how much of a blessing both of y'all can be to each other.
You know, I'm living
But
here.
she hadn't bothered to come, not to one of them. I don't even know if she's still on here. But Chucky, now she called me to go to Floyd's in 2014. Every chance she get her, she need to go to the store or something like that. But I asked her to come out to an event, and she don't want to come. And she don't know how blessed she might feel when she comes. And I think she's a little bit discouraged. I think that's what it is overall, that she's discouraged, and I'm trying to encourage her to try to come out. I help homeless town
down
in
there. Thank you for what you do.
Well, we'll come down there.
You know, thank you. I mean, if you tell us to come, we'll come.
Yeah, you tell us to come, we'll be there.
And see, that's something else we're trying to do a little bit more this summer. We're trying to just...
I'm sorry. We do this. We do this. I'm on social media for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, she's on social media for a reason.
It is not to just sit there.
Yeah, we don't just sit there. You know, I work 10 hours a day.
Well, that's the thing. He's got this new position. He just got these new hours. We're in a new house. I've told people to be a little bit more patient with us. But the goal is that once we get a little routine going and we know our schedule and time, but we'll come out to Belmont. Why not? Just even to spend the day to see what you do and put you on a Facebook Live so other people can see what you do.
Yeah, rub it in their face. You know I like rubbing it in people's faces. I do.
You just enjoy that way too much.
I do. I love it.
And I have to sit here and listen to it.
People. I love rubbing stuff in your face.
And I'm just over here with all the little hearts and happiness and encouragement, and I'm like, but honey, we got one person. I'm excited now. I'm excited. I got one person. He's like, yeah, well, them 50 million people that don't show up, but we got one. We got Vanessa. So we coming out to Belmont, you know.
Well, in that case, we don't say hell. We got Vanessa.
You know what? Well, we got Paula, but Paula's too far away. We got Tanisha. Tanisha's a bit of distance.
Davita's even on here.
Davita Jackson.
Yeah,
woohoo! Thank you.
Look, how she was. A lot of times, Magic said, because I called Magic about being on here, and I think they just strolled down, but they still connected. But yeah, the
they may stay on there because sometimes. Can I be real? Sometimes I'm listening to people. I was listening to Dawn Nicole this morning and Dawn and Demario.
Yeah, I tell you, I'd be wanting to listen to them, but I'd be at work.
Well, they were pretty good this morning. They are the Grow Getter Success Couplepreneurs.
Good morning,
love that
success.
Good morning. Couplepreneurs is what they call it. They were pretty good this morning. But I sure did take them in the bathroom, and I started to shower, turned the volume all the way up, and took my shower and listened because, you know, people on for an hour, you got to keep moving. But, I listened to them, and, of course, Lisa and Brian McNeil. Yeah. I listen to them sometimes in the morning. But
those, as far as where we just met Dawn personally, I've heard about her.
And that, I've heard about her. Let me tell you something. I've heard about Dawn. And this is what happens. Oh, I heard about you. Oh, you're the Grow Getter. Okay. But today, that one, we met her the other day. Mm-hmm. That was like, okay, I got a face. I got a voice. I got everything to go with it. Now, we're already signed up to do her Couplepreneur workshop. Now, I might have seen it online, a little flyer, a little Facebook event, and I probably wouldn't have, I would have been like, that's nice. But meeting her, seeing their interaction together in person, I was like, I signed up before she finished talking about it.
Yeah.
I did, because I said, you know what, I want to see more of you. And so, we're not going to stay on here, because you got to go to bed. You over here
I got to go to work. I ain't got time to deal with some of y'all fake people.
Literally, just stop it. Come off of it. You know, if you see us and you really want to get to know us, don't stay behind the screen. You know, ask for a telephone number. I think my telephone number used to be on my profile. That you could just go to my profile.
Mine is too.
It's there. And it's a real number, and you can call people. And we live in a real place. You can come by if you don't feel comfortable coming out to Greer Heights. Say, you know, meet you up the road at the Panera or whatever. But let's start to
If you don't feel comfortable coming to Greer Heights when we in Greer Heights, that's the dumbest excuse I ever met in my life. No, I'm just sick of the excuses.
I know it's an excuse, but
and people buy into that now. you'll be nice, and I'm sorry. But you'll be nice, and you'll say, oh, it's okay, I understand.
I'll meet you over in South Park
I'll
Mall.
meet you over there. Instead of just saying you plain out full of it and fake. And see, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
they fear for their life,
you
come over
already
the
know
daytime.
you fake. You know what I'm saying? You already know that they acting fake and phony.
Can you say goodnight to the people?
Now, the police is all around this neighborhood.
I know. I already met a couple of them, and I'm about to meet my community liaison.
Yeah, we can go.
We're about to make some
I already
connections.
expressed how I feel about certain things. I already called people out. I've had enough
You're
of
feeling
it.
good? You did that today.
I do it anyway. I do it when I do feel
several
good.
times a day. But
I do it, and I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm going to continue to post. Like, it made me feel good when Stacy wrote that encouraging post, because a lot of times when I take pics like that, it's like I can remember when I'm on Facebook on where I was at this time last year. Like when they get mad at me for posting pics of my daddy, you know, when he was sick and doing videos. Well, I wouldn't have been able to remember my daddy like I was if that's the case. And I told somebody, like, if my mama wasn't mad about me posting pics, which she was right there, and she wasn't mad at the videos, then what the hell are you mad about? But I ain't gonna get into that. But my point is, like, I took that picture of them chairs, and I'm gonna continue to do it because I knew that people were more comfortable watching the BET Awards on what Tamara Jackson wore, or Meek Mill chasing Safari down Meek Mill crew chasing Safari down the street. Who?
You are John the Baptist. You out in that wilderness, calling the people to repentance.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing. What they do is they were on there. They were more concerned about Safari jumping Meek Mill, the radio personalities. In order to get more,
he really is.
In order to get more of a buzz, you know, in order to keep their jobs, they had to basically let you know that, you know, they had to basically jump on the subjects.
She's telling you to be nice. It's impossible.
That's all.
It's impossible.
But they had to jump on the subject of Meek Mill and Safari. Now, Meek Mill took that man's girlfriend. Wait. Meek Mill took Nicki Minaj from Safari. And the other day, Meek Mill jumps out of the Jeep. And that boy hauled tail. Ain't no way in hell. That's just like you somebody taking you away from me. And next thing you know, like a year later, he jump out of the damn car. And I'm gonna run way across the street. And these fools interested in stuff like that.
Let me tell you something. Sorry that he's just a customer.
But no, just look. Hold on. They from the hood to Brandon. Don't believe the fake.
Yeah. God bless your work. He will, and he has.
Who from the hood?
The people you were talking about, I guess, being this. It's hard to read these little stupid screens.
Yeah.
Be in touch about.
God bless your work.
Judy and Greer.
We will be in touch about Judy. Okay, but my point is.
You see how I am. I'm like, you're going after one. If I get one person out of our conversation, I don't worry about the rest. You sit there and fuss about the rest. What are you going to do? Kiss her? You gonna hug her? I'm gonna give her the biggest hug. I'm a hugger anyway, so when she sees me, we gonna get a hug. Well, the Bible says Jesus leaves the 99 righteous and went to go get the
Do I need to know something?
You don't need to know nothing except that I'm just very friendly, and we're gonna have some.
You need to tell me something.
If you don't tell these people goodbye,
but
you can go
I gotta go. But I just wanted to say
again,
again and again, if you ain't Safari or meeting, if you ain't fighting or whatever they up there, the radio personalities. And if you talking about some Pac and Biggie, and you 40 years old, you completely suck. Houdini, Rakim, Chubb Rock, man. But anyway, like I said, we about to go because I got to go to work. And I'm about to address some devils tomorrow. I need the prayer cards. I'm telling you. I'll
give you some prayer cards. I'll make sure you get the prayer cards. But
I'm going to bed. I got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you. She telling you to
and
go
go
to
away
bed.
to South Carolina.
South Carolina, go to work. Be there by 6. We're going to go to bed, but we just want y'all to understand.
And don't
if you watch
come in
this
here
later, if you watch it or share it, please share it with some friends and say, look, these people talking about us, get off the doggone social media. But just literally,
They probably
make
ain't going to
some
share it because I
friends,
called half of them fake. So you know they ain't going to share it. You know they ain't going to share it.
Can we tell people?
You know they ain't going to share it.
Some people might share it.
Might.
I'm going to
Y'all,
share it.
well, who's ever on here? Let me see who's on here. 3 people are tuned in right now.
I don't know if that thing, that
Please
counter
share our
is good.
video.
I don't know if that counter is any good. But anyway, what do we say?
We love you, but God loves you more.
Bye-bye.